All right, a question I hear all the time is how do I stop wasting time with the wrong prospects? I mean, I spent all this time on the proposal, I spent all this time in meetings only to find out that they don't have the budget or their timing is off or, I'm not talking to the authority, the person that's making the decision.
Welcome to the Smart Agency Masterclass, where you can legally steal what works and what doesn't.
So one easy way that I would always figure this out within the first 10 minutes, and most of my sales guys that I had were able to do it in 15 minutes, is just focus on N.B.A.T. And what N.B.A.T stands for is need, budget, authority, and timing. So we've all taken on projects that we probably shouldn't have. So in the very beginning, when you're talking to someone, find out what they need, not what you want them to buy. What do they need, and does that match up with what you guys are doing, and can you be successful at it? That is key in order for you guys to keep growing. The next thing is budget. So many people ask the budget, and hopefully you do ask for the budget, but then you leave off a step. You don't actually get the budget because what does the client say? Is, oh, well, I don't have a budget, or, well, you tell me what it costs, right? And then you leave it from there because you don't have a strategy in order to get it. Well, now you do. I'm about to tell that to you. So you have to be a reverse auctioneer and say, look, there's a lot of different things that we can do for you, and I want to make sure that I find out your need and I give you something that can provide you value, but I want to make sure if we're the right fit for you. So I need to figure out some kind of range that you're trying to stay away from. And here's where the reverse auctioneer comes in. You start high. You go, well, is your budget 500,000, 400,000, 300,000, and it could be whatever you want. And once you start naming numbers, they're going to start to answer. And then if they say they don't know, well, who would know? And that's a great way to lead in to figure out who the authority is. And another great question to ask to figure out who the authority is, how does what you need align with your overall company vision? And a lot of times what they'll say is, oh, you'll have to ask Bob that. And you'll say, well, who is Bob? Can we get him in the meeting? Because you don't want to pitch to someone that has to pitch to someone else. They're going to be a horrible salesperson for you. And you're not going to build that rapport and really, truly understand what their needs are. So you want to make sure that you ask those questions. And then lastly is timing, right? We all want to make sure that you are set up for success. If their expectations are for you to do this website or this project or get these amount of leads or send this amount of traffic to their site or landing page within an unrealistic time frame, you're set up for failure and you're going to be very miserable. I've taken on a lot of projects in the past that I wish I haven't, that I could eliminate it. So if you really start looking at N.B.A.T, need, budget, authority, timing, you can avoid a lot of pitfalls and you can avoid a lot of wasted time with the wrong prospect. I mean, think about, let's say you engage with a prospect and you go through the normal sales cycles. It takes 2 weeks, 4 weeks, sometimes longer, right? If you could have figured out in the first 15 minutes if this was the right prospect for you, wouldn't that be worth your time? So remember N.B.A.T. Okay, so if you liked N.B.A.T, you're going to love this 3-part video series that I set up for you. If you go to jasonswenk.com/grow, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we built a 7-8 figure agency. Now, the trick is you have to watch video number 1 in order to get video number 2 and video number 3. Because I really believe in only sending you information that's valuable to you that you want to engage. So if you don't watch video number 1, no problem. You won't get any other stuff from me, okay? So go to jasonswenk.com/grow. And lastly, if you have any questions for me and you want me to feature you, and you tell me if I can use your name, ask me a question. Go to jasonswenk.com/askswenk. I love the questions I'm already getting from a lot of people, and I love doing this show. This is actually my second time taping it, just because I forgot to hit record. So hopefully this is recording this time, and I'll talk to you soon.